GamingFreak.com.
Hello! Welcome to another tactics video. So today we, by popular demand, we are doing point defense again. Some people said it was camping and were a bit annoyed, but most people agreed it's a viable tactic. So here we have a different map this time with a point defense. We've managed to already capture a majority of the points. We actually captured Charlie in this one. Stopped them from hacking Bravo as well. But what you'll see is this point defense, this position is great on this map for defending 2 points out of the 5, which is quite a decent number of points for a small group of people to keep under lockdown essentially. So there you could see just defending Bravo or patrolling this area. And what you'll see is they can't take Bravo even when they try. They're trying hard though, to be fair. We've still got Charlie, but we stopped them taking Bravo, and so then they end up switching it up to move to Charlie, and that's where the match kind of stagnates. And you'll see what I mean later, but that's perfect for this kind of, if you want to win in a point defense style. If the defense is the best way to win which in this situation it was. So here you can see they're trying to break through, but the ways that they're trying to do this, we can cover it from up here, which is quite nice, and force them into a certain area. We have some heavies closer to the situation and near Charlie, which was nice, but you know, we're still trying to stop them taking, but they start moving in serious numbers, and there's only so many you can kill at once from if you're just a small group, but you can certainly put them off from hacking, as you can see here. So the only thing here with point defense is numbers and a concerted attack to stop you from stopping them essentially. And here they nearly succeeded in taking C there. They do in a minute though, as more numbers come through. The only way to get up to this point is by dropship, and with previous videos some people were complaining that it's unfair that there's no ladders to all the places to go up, but to be honest, a militia dropship is extremely cheap. That's what I use to get up here, so anyone in the game can use what I use to get up here. And if you say, well, new players can't pilot it, well, neither could I when I started, so you've just got to practice. That's the only way to do these kind of things. Once you get up here, you can there's drop up links obviously, and stuff like that are useful. We did have repair nano hives, which was a shame, but we had some core rep tools later on, which were the focused core rep tool, which was really useful. And as you can see here, we've got the heavy pushing them into place. So they've started to notice we're up here, which makes it a lot harder, and they've managed to hack C as well, which is a bit frustrating, but it's good because this is the only point they have at this stage, and it allows us to really pin them in and stop them moving anywhere else. You've got people coming from Alpha to stop them from taking Alpha, and we can stop them at Bravo and the CRU kind of direction, as well as on those bridges and coming towards Bravo from Charlie itself. So you can see they start setting up a good defense here at Charlie, which is all credit to them. They did well in that spot. If we'd had mass drivers and plasma cannons up here, it could have been quite fun once we'd got them really pinned down here, to just pepper them constantly with mass drivers. We would have got a lot of kills, I think, in that respect, which would have been great, but we didn't do that, unfortunately, even though some of us have Mass Driver 5. The scanner here as well is really important because it allows us to see where they're trying to move to, what their positions are. And in any kind of warfare, information is knowledge is power. All those of you who like Game of Thrones, power is power. So, but yeah, knowing what the enemy is going to do and understanding where they're trying to move to means you can cut them off early and stop them from achieving that. And it makes such a difference to be able to do that. So this is quite a standard, defensive kind of setup here. But if a team knows what they're doing and you don't have any AV up with you, the assault dropships, if you don't have any railgun tanks on your team as well, assault dropships can be a real issue. Dropships with good weapons on the side as well, even militia dropships with good fittings can really cause an issue for you. Unless you can shoot the gunners out, which I have another video where we must have shot about 6 gunners out of this dropship over like a short course of the map. The only problem with them having Charlie, I would have preferred them to have Alpha actually, to be honest, is that we couldn't orbital them, whereas in Alpha we could have dropped it through the open top of the cylinder that's there. So here I just tried to drop it through the only gap that was available to try and get one of the tanks and some infantry. I only managed to get one person, which was a massive shame. Again here, that's where mass drivers would be really cool, is to have a good 2 or 3 guys with either the freedom or the one where you need proficiency in, I forget the name of it, in order to have a much wider area that you're hitting and just constantly shoot into Charlie. It would have been amazing to have that, which I'll probably say it again before the end of the video, but it was such a shame to not have that. It would have been awesome. So let me know what you guys think about this continuation of this tactic. Awesome ragdoll there, just like leg caught on the side as he died and just rolled over the side. Just pretty cool. But let me know what you guys think. Do you detest this tactic? Were you here at Charlie when we were shooting everyone, or where were you? What happened? Or do you guys do this yourselves? And what do you find works better? Just pinning them down with heavies or mass drivers? Or I rarely see the mass driver used, but this situation would be cool. Also, the laser rifle here would have potentially been very good, especially once you've heated it up and people run across the beam, might die, when they're on low health. Here I found the scrambler was pretty good because you could get some good pinpoint accuracy on people without exposing yourself too much. Like a laser would definitely give away your position, but obviously at this point they already knew where we were, which was fine because we're taking their attention away from the guys on the ground who are also trying to deal with tanks. So as you can see, they're all bunched up a lot, and it's lucky they've got cover over them there. We maybe should have let them take Alpha instead, but we couldn't help it when they took Charlie, so this we had to make do. But it was really good here from a defensive point of view. They couldn't get out of this area. This kind of a stalemate again, like I said before, for the whole match. And that was this is pretty much the match as it was, just constantly peppering these guys. You'll notice they've put down remote repair nano hives, and they've brought in nanite injectors, and they're trying really hard to stay alive and fight, and they're doing well. All credit to these guys. They did well considering they managed to hold the point for the whole match. These tanks as well were a bit of a pain for the guys on the ground, but even so, in the city the tanks weren't so useful. What I would have done if I was the tanks myself is, I would have had a fit where I could put down drop uplinks and hack. Well, I might have a video coming on that soon, which should be quite cool, and use it as a giant armored personnel carrier. Go near the outside objectives, put down spawn pads, drop uplinks. Hack a CRU or something, and then move on to the next outside one and let people spawn in, and be useful in that respect. That's what I would have done as the tanks rather than sit in the city. But they seem to get a lot of kills in the city, so I don't know, maybe this situation it worked fine. This tank was very unlucky to reverse into that wall, and then I just couldn't hit anything, which is a shame. So as you can see, I wasn't joking when I said it was a stalemate. It was like this for the whole match. So as the match was drawing to a close, we decided to, take a bit of a risk and jump down, see what we could do, if we could get any kills with the repair tool, but we got cut off severely by the tanks. So that was the only good factor of those tanks there, was it really cut us off, and I got pinned down here. I tried to make a run for it and then died right at the end of the game, which really sucked. As you can see, getting shot, and I'm in a logistics suit, so the stamina is not the best. I nearly make it around the corner, and just as I go to get behind cover, I die, and then that's the end of the whole battle. So we won. The point defense worked quite well for us on this map. We've had times where actually being up there is more of a hindrance than anything, and so you just got to kind of play it by ear, so to speak, or see how the match is going for the whole time and whatnot. So thanks for watching, guys. If you really enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like or subscribe. It really helps support the series and what I'm doing. Let me know what you guys like and want to see in the future. Thanks, guys. Bye.